It was a dark and lonely night when Mark, an over-the-road trucker from Florida, drove the empty highway. He'd been driving down the abandoned highways for hours, his eyelids getting heavy as a result. The drone of the engine and an occasional flicker of headlights through his truck did not exactly improve things. He just had to stop, though. There was nothing in sight. Just when he began thinking maybe he should pull over and risk sleeping at the wheel, a faint glow in the distance broke his reverie. A small pit stop, cut off from all the signs of life, stood on the edge of the road. Mark felt some relief. It was the first place he'd seen in miles. He pulled into the place and parked, hoping to rest. The pit stop was dimly lit by just one flickering light over the entrance. The place looked old, almost abandoned, but needing a break. Mark hopped out of the truck. The cool night air hit him the moment he opened the door. The burning wood smell lingered, but no smoke. He walked toward the building, the crunch of gravel beneath his boots echoing through the night. When he reached the door, he saw that the windows were boarded up and covered in rust and grime. Still, something in it made him feel as if he had no other choice but to go inside. Inside, the place was as quiet as a ghost. No staff, no customers. Just a dusty counter and a lamp casting a weak light over the room. Mark rang the bell on the counter, but nobody answered. He waited and could feel himself becoming increasingly agitated. Just when he was about to get up and leave, something moved at the far end of the room. His heart skipped a beat. A figure stepped out of the darkness, pale with hollowed-out eyes and a mouth twisted into a macabre grin. It took a slow, deliberate step toward Mark. He froze, his blood running cold. The voice was low and hoarse. "You shouldn't have stopped here." It seemed the temperature in the room plummeted before Mark could even react. A gust of icy air blew through the pit stop, extinguishing the flickering light above them. The figure's smile grew wider, its eyes more empty, as if it had been waiting for him. Mark's instincts kicked in. He turned and ran for the door, sprinting back to his truck, not daring to look back. He ran to his truck, his heart pounding, and slammed the door shut, locking it. When he looked back at the pit stop, the figure was standing in the doorway, staring at him, unmoving. Mark didn't wait for any more signs. He slammed his foot on the accelerator and sped off into the night. He pulled up to a busy truck stop several hours later, visibly still shaken. He described his experience: the strange service stop, the ghostly stranger, and the chilling sensation he felt. The attendant went pale. "That place? Nobody's been in there for years. It's abandoned. It isn't even on the maps anymore." Mark never stopped at an isolated pit again, and the memory of that whole-eyed figure haunted him every time he drove down a lonely stretch of highway.